All right, time to talk a little bit about the Rookie of the Year race. I think everyone agrees that Paolo Banchero is number one. He's been great. I've loved watching him myself. I mean, a lot of people have even been calling him a mini LeBron during his rookie year. You might not agree with that. I mean, everyone has their own thoughts on it, but my favorite rookie, at least post trade deadline anyway, has been Jalen Williams by far, averaging 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4.5 assists, nearly 2 steals, and just insane efficiency numbers.
Yeah, I mean, he's been hooping, dude. And I find it really interesting because he's listed at shooting guard, power forward, point guard, and small forward. And he's kind of been doing it all for them. Like I said, he's been hooping. The only thing that I see with him, and remember, like, he's a rookie. You know, I'm not trying to critique him in any way, but he's been pretty streaky since post-trade deadline, like you said. But if you look back to the whole season, I guess, as a whole for where he's at, he'll have a few games where he's just on. You know, he's up at 30 points a game. He's playing great. Efficiency numbers are great. And then the next 3 games, he just won't be shooting well. It'll be, 0 for 4 from field goal. He won't be shooting that much. Same amount of minutes played and stuff, but it's just, to me, it just seems really streaky. Again, he's a rookie. And like you say, the eyes have been on Paolo Banchero this whole time, rightfully so. But Jalen Williams has had a great rookie year.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of hitting that rookie wall throughout it, which is to be expected, but I mean, when you factor in everything he's done on defense, he's pretty much been great no matter what, even if his shooting is a little bit off. And like you referred to before, he literally plays pretty much everywhere for them. Even in their extreme small ball lineups, he might even play a little bit at the 5. I mean, I don't have it right in front of me, but I think he has 7'2" wingspan, so he literally can play anywhere from point guard all the way down to power forward. I mean, that defensive potential, he's already a borderline lockdown defender at times. I mean, he could be an elite two-way player in a year or two.
You can make the argument that OKC is still in the playoff contention race right now because of
They are.
him. 100%. I mean, and that's kind of where it comes to. It's the same thing every year with the MVP race. Well, you give the MVP to someone who, not the last couple of years, of course, but before, you give the MVP to someone who has typically the better team, right? Even though you have a lesser team that, the guy has more better stats on. It's kind of the same situation here. Banchero is the easy pick for Rookie of the Year, probably, but OKC, they don't have a ton more wins. They have 4 more wins than the Magic, but, I mean, it's one of those things. What team's going to be fighting in the playoffs?
Oklahoma City, they've kind of come out of nowhere. Nobody had any expectations for them, really. I mean, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has been playing out of his mind, but between Jalen Williams, Josh Giddey, they've both been a great second option for him. I mean, back and forth, whoever it's been throughout the year, but lately it's definitely been Jalen Williams, and he's been a ton of fun to watch for me. His feel for the game as a rookie is just off the charts. I mean, he's not 19 or 20, he's about to turn 22 here, but he looks like a 5-year vet out there.
I find that interesting. I guess I didn't know this, until I started kind of looking more into him. So was Chet their first pick? Or
Yep.
was he the first pick?
Not first overall, no. He was, second overall? It went Paolo,
Second overall.
Chet, then
And then
the
they
Rockets.
Was it not Jalen Green? No. That
No,
was last
not
team.
that was last. I can't remember. It's Jabari Smith Jr.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Yep. I didn't know that OKC had obviously second pick, and then I didn't know they had the 12th pick either. So they had 2 lottery picks.
Well, they got
And-
an insane amount of picks for the next decade. I think it's like for the next 7 or 8 years, which are the tradable picks, I think they have 29 total, because I nearly made a video on that not too long ago, and an insane number. I mean, only about half of them are first round picks, but even that is pretty wild.
That
And
still,
the
oh man, there's
stockpile-
gems everywhere.
Yeah, and at this point, they don't need to keep even half of them. They should, in my opinion, trade them for more talent, build around Shea, Jalen Williams, now that he's looking like he could be a legit second option, and Josh Giddey's another good piece. But again, going back to Jalen Williams, he's been phenomenal for them, and I think he really has changed their direction and their future outlook a little bit. Like I mentioned before, I would think about trading more of those picks, because I think Jalen Williams has proven enough that he should be a core member of their future.
100%. I mean, obviously he's a rookie, but it looks like maybe shooting a 3-ball, maybe just a little bit better. But like that'd probably be the next step for him. But that's probably just all part of the plan. Get all these picks, and you get a couple early ones that work out, and then you have all this I guess real estate to trade away and build around those picks, and if the picks don't work out early, you still have your later picks. It's honestly kind of genius.
Yeah, I mean, Sam Presti's he's a madman in that front office, but
Yeah,
we'll,
he is, dude.
we'll see if he wants to part with all them picks. But I would personally, but it's a lot on Jalen Williams if he'll be able to keep developing. A lot of people can be afraid of, a little bit older as a rookie. How high is the ceiling going to be? I mean, 22 is by no means old, and he can continue growing, but how high is that ceiling? Are him and Josh Giddey, either of them capable of being a legit second option for a whole year and then for like a playoff caliber team too? You might think differently. I think Jalen Williams could be, but that's my thoughts on it.